Ms. Austin, this is your third time here in our courtroom with Mr. Wallace and Ms. Roberts. Previously, you were here because Mr. Wallace questioned the paternity of your other child, but now you find yourself in the same situation.
Okay, friends, we've got Ms. Austin, a frequent flyer, back for round 3 with Mr. Wallace. Last time he questioned one kid, now she's questioning if he's the dad of 9-month-old Ronald. And Mr. Wallace? Oh, he's doubting. The brother is stressing and doubting harder than anyone has ever doubted before.
So last time you were standing on the defendant's side with Roniel,
yes,
Mr. Wallace. So now, Mr. Wallace, you back with Ms. Roberts.
Yes, ma'am.
But you still going back and forth between the two women.
Judge Lake just dropped a bombshell. So, Mr. I doubt everything. Wallace is back with the other woman, Ms. Roberts. Fine, whatever. But then, Ms. Roberts is pregnant too, and the baby might be his. If you want to fall to your knees, now is the best time to do so. Can you actually believe this dumpster fire of a case? This man is complicit in his woes.
Because she's very promiscuous. When we was together, I had installed, it was like spyware on her phone. It's what they would duplicate her text messages and call log and send a copy to my email.
All right, folks. Mr. Wallace is now painting Ms. Austin as every promiscuous. His proof? He installed spyware on her phone. Yes, you heard that right, spyware. Claims he caught her texting other men for the 5th, 6th time. So invading privacy is his go-to relationship strategy? What a guy. But seriously, where do they find these people?
I'm not you, just because you lay down with everybody who you talk to, because that's what you do.
You and the Lord know you a slut.
No, you're a slut. You're a slut.
And here we go. Ms. Austin fires back and says actually, he is the one sleeping around. But Mr. Wallace, ever the gentleman, cuts her off, invokes the name of the Lord, and calls her the S-word. Whoa! Direct hit. This is escalating faster than a rocket, everyone. Such decorum, such class. What a shining example of mature discussion.
If I'm dead, so why you keep on sleeping with me? Why? 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 I'm pregnant again. Why? 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 Why?
Easy access.
Why?
As if that isn't enough, Ms. Austin screams and asks, if she was that terrible a person, why does Mr. Wallace keep sleeping with her? I mean, look, she's pregnant again. A fair question, you'd think. Mr. Wallace's profound, thoughtful response? Easy access. Just easy access. That's absolutely brutal. This man is operating on a different planet. This isn't real life. This is a nightmare for everyone involved.
Because like she said, she tried to get back at me for the things that the mistakes that I made.
Actually, Roniel left his apartment and he moved with Kendra.
Just out of the blue, he woke up and said, I'm gonna move with Ms. Roberts now?
Just go with her.
So the blame game continues, everyone. Mr. Wallace claims Ms. Austin was promiscuous to get back at him for his mistakes. Oh, the victim card. But Ms. Austin flips it, pulls out the old Uno reverse card, and says he left her to move in with Ms. Roberts. It's a he said, she said tornado of accusations. This is a circus, and these two screaming clowns are the main attraction.
They have the same chin.
Let me see that. Is that evidence you'd like to present?
Yes.
Okay. Walk me through what these pieces of evidence are. First piece is...
A chin. You see that chin? Look at their feet.
So you say their feet are alike?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, here come the charts. Ms. Austin whips out her evidence. 2 sheets and 4 sets of photographs of chins and feet, which she is certain makes her case. Naturally, Mr. Wallace dismisses it and says it actually makes no sense since everybody has a doppelganger and a police lineup is a prime example. Plus, looks don't move him. Her actions do.
Roniel, don't walk out again. You can stand up here. Do not repeat the same mistake as last time. Stand up here. Get your composure. Get composure.
I knocked that gun
Stop
out your
it.
head.
Tensions are off the charts. Mr. Wallace is losing it, calling Ms. Austin's tears a bullcrap performance, and tries to storm off. Jerome, our hero bailiff, steps in. Judge Lake tries to calm him down, but this man is screaming stuff about the judge taking sides. You can just feel the courtroom holding its breath. This man is a live wire. I'm actually worried he could bust a capillary or something.
Because you came here because you wanted to know, right?
Yes.
Are you Ronel's father? I have that for you, and I'm going to give you those answers. And then I'm gonna get you all some help.
Here it is, everyone. Jerome, bless his heart, delivers the envelope. Judge Lake has the results in her hands. Look at their faces. Will Ms. Austin swim away in her sea of tears? Or will Mr. I doubt everything? Wallace take back his words after biology proves him wrong? Who's ready for this? My heart is pounding just watching this.
Mr. Wallace, you are Ronell's father. Mr. Patterson, you opened your case today to prove that you are 4-year-old DeMarcus Patterson Jr.'s biological father. You named him and have cared for your junior since birth.
This man, Mr. Patterson, is actually fighting to prove he is the father. He named the kid Junior, for goodness sake. And what does Ms. Knight do? She admits uncertainty, claims she's unsure, and hints another man could be involved. Right from the jump, this is shaping up to be a sad and chaotic episode.
Know when I got pregnant that there was a possibility that I could be pregnant by someone else.
So you were honest from the start?
From the beginning, yes.
So, Ms. Knight claims she was honest from the start about another man. Mr. Patterson's face? Not convinced. He says something about her house-hopping thing. House-hopping, people? What in the world does that mean? Is that a polite way of saying she was sampling the local talent? The excuses are already starting to pile up. This is absolute gold.
I mean, that's how we started our relationship. We were together every day since then. DeMarcus ended up cheating on me within the time we were together, and I ended up leaving with Ladarius, the alleged father, and basically we didn't work out at all.
Get this logic. Mr. Patterson supposedly cheated, so Ms. Knight's response? Go tit for tat and leave with another man, Ladarius. And then, the cherry on top, she calls Mr. Patterson to announce she might be pregnant by either of them. So it's a revenge fling followed by a paternity lottery announcement? This is torture, somebody help me.
We ended up having protected sex that night, and then we ran out of condoms, and while we were doing it, I told him to go ahead and get me pregnant. That's what I told him. And as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I called DeMarcus and let DeMarcus know, I'm pregnant right now.
Hold on one sec. Ms. Knight says with Mr. Sigler, the other guy, they ran out of condoms. And her next move, she claims she told him to go ahead and get her pregnant. Are you kidding me right now? An open invitation? Just like that. And then, of course, she informs Mr. Patterson, as all good people do.
But that was it. When he had the baby, DeMarcus looked over, said, "That's my baby. We ain't naming him no Christian. We naming him DeMarcus Patterson."
Did you say that, Mr.?
That ain't exactly how it happened.
And now, the waters get muddier. Ms. Knight now claims Mr. Patterson saw the baby, and he was the one who insisted on naming him DeMarcus Jr. This, after she's admitted to juggling 2 potential fathers. This guy wasn't even willing to entertain any hypothetical scenarios. For all he knew, the baby was his son, and his stamp on him was the name. How very sweet.
Well, it was a conversation between me and DeMarcus we had often. I mean, DJ turned about 3 months, and I looked at him one time, and I was like, wow, he kind of looked like Ladarius.
Oh, so you all were open about this?
Yes.
Oh, the classic DNA test payment standoff. For 4 years, they've apparently discussed it, but nobody wants to chip in for the truth. She says he wouldn't help with payment. He looks frustrated. So apparently, they both would rather save what really are pennies and live in ignorance about the child's identity. The constant blame game is getting old. Please, gear it out already.
You gestured and said you decided to let Felicia, that is your witness here.
My godmom.
That's Mr. Sigler's mother.
Right.
So that's the other guy's mother.
Right.
The other potential father, Ladarius, is Ms. Knight's godbrother, and his mother, who is also in court, is her godmother. Judge Lake looks like her circuits are about to fry, and frankly, so are mine. This family is rather too closely tight-knit, too close for comfort. Judge Lake is stunned, bewildered, and short of words all at once, and to be honest, I understand her.
Thank you for joining us today.
Pleasure.
As you are aware, we are discussing the paternity of DeMarcus Patterson Jr., a young boy who has Patterson's name, but could potentially have your DNA.
Yes, ma'am.
Enter Mr. Sigler, the godbrother, the second man in this paternity puzzle. Judge Lake cuts straight to it and asks if he believes he's the father, and Mr. Sigler, cool as a cucumber, says, "Yes, ma'am." He even claims he's the one who told her she was pregnant. The confidence is radiating off him. Too two men claiming this child and the mother is unsure. The anticipation has me in a chokehold. Who will it be?
So the child is calling two men daddy.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. DeMarcus, I don't care how he acted. After this, when you find out he ain't the daddy, he ain't going nowhere.
I ain't that, man.
Here we go, folks. Finally, the moment of truth. The DNA results are in. Judge Lake is about to drop the bombs. For 4 long years, this has been hanging in the air. All the uncertainty, all the confusion, all the doubt will soon be put to rest. And soon DeMarcus Jr. would only have to call just one man daddy.
The biological father is Mr. Sigler. You are DJ's biological father. What do you feel right now?
Hurt. Could have been aborted.
Are you all right?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
I know this is hard. Ms. Williams, you are here today with your 2 sisters because you say you're tired of being lied to by your mother, Ms. Liddell. You all claim she wasn't a good mother and say her promiscuous behavior is the reason you need the results of a paternity test today.
Okay, let's all take a deep breath because this episode is starting at full speed. 3 daughters versus 1 mother, and the issue, a lifetime of lies about who their father is. Promiscuous behavior is being thrown around. Seriously, what a way to start. And we're barely even past the opening statement. If this was a sitcom, it'd be canceled for being too dramatic. But this is Paternity Court, so buckle up.
Well, Your Honor, I was always the outcast of me and my 2 sisters because, you know, being the baby, I'm the youngest. And I felt like ever since I was born, I've been lied to.
Whoa, hold on. The youngest daughter, Lisa, is already breaking down. She's saying she's been lied to since birth. Can you imagine? The outcast, the baby of the family, feeling like her entire existence is built on a deception. This poor woman is in tears, and frankly, I don't blame her one bit. The pain is practically radiating through the screen. This is heavy, folks, truly heavy.
Just like me, just like me,
Where we get it from?
they are liars, just like me. It's the truth.
Like we're not even
It's
her
the
kids.
truth. No, y'all talk to me like I'm not your mother.
Because you are
See,
not.
And I meant
Okay,
that.
good.
It's
My
fine. We
aunt-
And then, boom! The mother casually throws her daughters under the bus, calls them manipulators and liars. Just like me. Wait, what? Is that a confession? Or a twisted attempt at family bonding? If gaslighting were an Olympic sport, she just won gold. This woman is rewriting the meaning of the phrase self-sabotage.
About 17 years old, me and her had an argument, and she said, that's why he's not your father. Trying to hit it at a low point, knowing that growing up, that's always been something always eating at me, not knowing who my father was.
Now Jamie jumps in, revealing that her mom once used the paternity secret as an insult during a fight. That's why he's not your father, she allegedly yelled. I mean, who says that to their child? That's emotional TNT. Imagine the dysfunction, trauma, and decades of damage. It's beyond petty, and my jaw is on the floor.
This is the saddest thing, Your Honor. After I had my son was 3 months. We go to the gas station. A man notices my mother, but she does not notice him. He calls out her name. Who are you? He's talking about some, so you don't know who I am.
Okay, this is where it goes completely off the rails. Lisa is at a gas station. A random man recognizes her mother, who then pretends she doesn't know him. Then, mom casually tells Lisa, "Oh, that's your daddy," at a gas station. That's not how this works. The emotional negligence is criminal, and Lisa's anger is understandable.
Do you know who her father is?
I don't know. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest. Jamie, no. Lisa, no. Jasmine, no. I'm not for sure if James is their father, if he's not their father, because I was hoish.
Well, well, well. We finally get the truth, or at least the version with the least makeup on. The mother, Patrick, admits she doesn't know who the fathers are for any of her daughters. Her reason? She was hoish and ran the streets. She does think James could be the father of at least one of the girls. Well, points for honesty, I guess. To be honest, I'm starting to feel a little bad for her.
Do you believe you are these young girls' biological father? Do you believe that?
Deep in my heart, Your Honor, and I hate to say it, and it's hurting me to say it too, but no, I do not.
You don't act like it, so it should.
James joins the court through video link, and Judge Lake asks whether he thinks the girls are his. He admits his hurt at having to say no. He genuinely doesn't think they're his. And why does he doubt? Because when he met their mother, she was everywhere with everybody. Not exactly a vote of confidence.
Tells the truth and you yelling all over it.
Excuse me,
She
Your Honor.
just, wait a minute,
Yes,
wait a
ma'am.
minute.
Yes, ma'am, 'cause
Because
I
I
have
need them to
things to say,
understand
too.
this. How long does the woman have to describe herself?
Judge Lake steps in firm, clear, and not here for the excuses. Patrick's in tears, and Lake spells it out. Her choices caused years of pain. The judge is pointing out the agony, the lifetime of pain this woman is living with because of her choices. There's no hiding behind drama now. This is the reckoning. Actions have consequences, folks.
Look, I'm only here to help. I'm only here to tell you of 20 years of this. Don't let your hate and despising of another person.
This is it. The results are here. The courtroom is frozen. The DNA results are in Judge Lake's hands, and you can feel the tension gripping every inch of that room. The sisters look like they're holding their breath. The truth is finally breaking through years of uncertainty, hate, and secrecy. Whatever's on that paper is about to rewrite their lives.
When it comes to Ms. Jasmine Williams, Mr. Williams, you are her father. When it comes to Ms. Lisa Williams, Mr. Williams, you are not her father. When it comes to Ms. Jamie Williams, Mr. Williams, you are not her father. Ms. Hines, your boyfriend and the father of your 6-month-old son, Jalen, was recently tragically killed.
All right, people, Paternity Court is in session, and Judge Lake is not playing today. We kick off with a real heartbreaker. Ms. Hines' boyfriend, the supposed father of her baby Jalen, was tragically killed. But wait, the deceased's brother, Mr. Copley, and the whole family are denying the baby and the benefits.
Mr. Copley, you believe the plaintiff is trying to pin her son on your deceased brother for financial gain, and to make matters worse, you believe she is manipulating your mother. If today's results prove your brother isn't the father, you want her out of your lives. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Copley straight up believes Ms. Hines is a gold-digging manipulator, trying to pin this baby on his late brother for cash. He even claims she's fooling his own mother. The audacity. He wants her gone if the DNA doesn't match. Wow. No holding back in this family feud. This guy is breathing fire, and we are here for it.
I really love her. It's been hard. I've been living with her. I've been living with them since I was 17. I've been on my own really my whole life.
Ms. Hines turns on the taps and lets the tears flow, saying she's been on her own her entire life. Hold on, didn't she just say she lived with James since she was 17? Maybe let's ignore that. She loved him, she says. She really did. But the family doubts. Oh, the injustice, apparently. This is just a lot to process.
Can you tell the court why you have that doubt?
Because she's manipulative. I think she's in it just for survivor benefits and the life insurance from my brother. I don't trust her, and I think she's using my mom.
And so you say you don't trust her?
No, I don't trust her.
Mr. Copley is not relenting even 1 inch. He is not buying Ms. Hines' story, calling her manipulative and saying he doesn't trust her one bit. Why the deep distrust, Judge Lake asks. Because he lived with them. He saw it all, apparently. Oh, now it's getting juicy. This is getting spicier by the second. What exactly did he witness?
They like me, and he would get upset that they would like flirt with me and stuff. And I'm not hiding anything. I told him. And then that's when we argue about it. Why didn't you do this? I didn't want no fights or anything.
So, Mr. Copley, you said you know about these fights. Did your brother think Ms. Hines was seeing other people, was dating other people, sleeping with other people?
His best friend, Jordan.
So wait, your brother thought Ms. Hines was having sex with his best friend?
Ms. Hines says their arguments were because James's best friend, Jordan, was flirting with her. Flirting. Mr. Copley is not having it. He jumps in. His best friend, Jordan. And then, bam! Judge Lake asks if he thinks Ms. Hines was sleeping with Jordan, and Mr. Copley says, Y-E-S. The accusation lands like a bomb.
Were you fighting over the best friend, Ms. Hines?
Yes.
You were just friends with him just like James was.
I met Jordan before James, actually. We dated before. He had ended up having another girl in front of my house, and we broke up. And then I ended up meeting James a couple days later.
So you knew the best friend first?
Yes.
Well, 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 what do we have here? Ms. Hines denies sleeping with the best friend, Jordan, while with James. But plot twist. She admits she knew Jordan before James, and they actually dated for a week, a mere 7 days. Then he got another girl, they broke up, and then she met James. So, a prior connection. Isn't Isn't that something?
I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you been intimate with Ms. Hines?
Yes, Your Honor, but this was after James had passed away, and I guess you could say we were just kind of needing someone, that we both lost someone that was close to us.
So are you claiming you never had any sexual relationship with Ms. Hines before Mr. Mansfield passed away?
Yes.
What did you say, Mr. Copley?
I think they was having sex before James passed.
Enter Jordan, the best friend himself. And guess what? He admits to being intimate with Ms. Hines. But get this, he claims it was after James died because they were both, you know, needing someone. Comfort, I suppose? Mr. Copley, however, is not buying that timeline for a second. He thinks the rendezvous happened before James passed.
He's such a happy baby. Like holding James. And that's my connection to my son.
And here you see a picture of Mr. Smith as a baby as well.
He looks nothing like him.
And you're confident this is your grandchild.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Grandma Carla steps up and she is firm. She loves Ms. Hines and has zero doubts. She knows he is her grandson. That's James's baby. She sees her son James in Jalen's eyes, his expressions, everything. Talk about a mother's or grandmother's intuition. She's putting her whole heart on the line here. This is intense. Will her faith be rewarded, or is she in for a shock?
He's not going down the street. Never. Neither is she.
I don't think there's anything left to do except get the results.
The moment of truth, everyone. Judge Lake has the results for baby Jalen. 2 tests were done. Is it the deceased Mr. Mansfield or his best friend Mr. Smith? And to be honest, I'm rooting for the baby to be Mr. Mansfield's, if only because of the grandmother. She just lost her son, and having a piece of him to love and cherish would be very nice. Let's see the results.
It has been determined by this court. The biological father is Mr. Mansfield.
I knew it. I'm sorry.
Ms. Hines, today you've summoned your ex-boyfriend, Mr. Jackson, to court. You want to prove that he fathered your 22-month-old son, Matthias. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it just me, or the air smells Christmassy? Fair warning, this case is a mess from the get-go. Ms. Hines is here, says Mr. Jackson fathered her little one. His defense? She had another man living there, but wait, there's more. She claims they had a Christmas Eve rendezvous, and he called the baby a Christmas gift from him. Now you're Santa. Seriously?
Your Honor, I believe that's a false accusation because
Okay.
more than likely I always be with my family on Christmas because we have like traditions.
This is Christmas Eve and not Christmas. We agreed to be with our family.
Mr. Jackson denies this whole Christmas Eve gift scenario. He says, "Oh no, not me. I'm always with my family. How convenient." Then Ms. Hines hits back that it was Christmas Eve, not Christmas Day, because they both agreed that Christmas meant time with family. The plot thickens, or rather, the excuses get more specific. Can this man keep his story straight for even a minute?
What information do you have that would suggest that she was
had
having
another
sex with
male
somebody
living
else?
with her, and it was a time that like I was snooping around her house and I had seen a box because he had says it was taking some stuff to store it. So I seen a box, and
That
in that
means me and
box
my
it was some
exes-
condoms
Yep.
in the box. Because
So when you were in her house, you were snooping around and you saw
Yeah.
some condoms in a box.
Now Mr. Jackson, our very own Sherlock the Master Detective, claims he was snooping around her house. And what did his super sleuthing uncover? A box with condoms, belonging to the other guy, of course. But do you see Ms. Hines' face? That little smirk when he mentioned the condoms? That tells a story all its own, doesn't it? Someone's being naughty, people.
Your Honor, that is true. I did sleep with my ex. So condoms in a box. That's correct because my ex was
and
moving
she had
out during
admitted
this
to
time.
having sex with
Because
this
I told my ex about him.
But you do admit you had sex with him.
Yes.
Whoa, plot twist. Ms. Hines just admitted yes, she did sleep with her ex, but the condoms were there because her ex was moving out, and she supposedly told her ex about Mr. Jackson. Of course, the excuse makes perfect sense, doesn't it? So condoms are just moving out party favors now? Talk about washing your dirty linen in public?
You're doing a lot of snooping.
Yeah, I got to.
So
Yes, we've
what
been
you're
together.
saying is the instances of admitting she's cheating, seeing this body box with the condoms in it, the little lies, those things were leading you to doubt her.
Leading me to doubt her.
Are you kidding me? Mr. Jackson, our resident private eye, was snooping again. This time, he supposedly saw texts on her phone to numerous people, including a guy calling her bouncy butt, classy. And his big proof the baby isn't his? The child has blind hair, apparently light brown hair, and his family doesn't. Genetics, according to Jackson, everyone. I think our man Sherlock should write a textbook on hereditary genetics.
Did you ever consider each other boyfriend and girlfriend, or you just sleeping together and sleeping around?
At some point, until I figured out that while she's bringing me at the house, like, we in the house together, like. Okay.
So you're living in the house with her, and then she lets another man come and stay
too, yeah.
He was trying to move out. So yes, there's boxes, there's clothes.
There's condoms in those boxes. They're taking showers in front of each other. They're arguing.
Finally, Judge Lake asks the real question. Were they ever in a romantic boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, or was it purely sexual with no strings attached? Mr. Jackson said he initially considered them a couple until she invited another man, her ex-boyfriend, by the way, to live with them. He says she was loving it up with this guy, bathing in front of him, cooking, taking pictures together. I mean, that's a valid concern in my opinion.
LaPortia Johnson.
Ms. Johnson, you are Ms. Hines' best friend.
Yeah, sure.
And what do you know about this? What do you have to add?
I know everything about the situation. I know she's been pretty much taking care of herself with my assistance, her mother, no help. I do most of the babysitting.
This woman is...
Enter the best friend, LaPortia, and she is steaming hot with rage. She confirms Ms. Hines has been raising little Matthias pretty much solo, with her and her mom's help. And Mr. Jackson's grand contribution? He apparently paid LaPortia a whopping $10, twice for babysitting. $10. Father of the Year, a round of applause. Everybody, the level of support is impressive, don't you think?
Did that, yes I did.
Did you say that?
Yes, because I helped that this is my son, because he does not resemble me. And she's been talking about this other guy.
You don't know that I've been potty training your son. You don't know that I spend money on your son.
This is it, everyone! The courtroom explosion we've been waiting for. Mr. Jackson actually admits he told Ms. Hines don't make it a habit when she was late picking up his alleged son. Then LaPortia just unloads. She informs Mr. Jackson that she's been potty training his son and reminds him that once she asked $5 for diapers, he said no, then got a cab and rolled along like a rolling stone. Mic drop!
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows.
All right, folks, this is the moment. Jerome is handing Judge Lake the envelope. Ms. Hines is looking down, probably praying. Mr. Jackson is trying to play it cool, staring straight ahead. Who is about to have their world rocked? The results are in, and someone's life is about to change forever. Seriously, my heart is pounding.
Mr. Jackson, you are Matthias's father.
You mind if I get a hug?
That's up to her. He said he'd like to give you a hug. Are you okay with that or not? You can say no.
No.
All right. Mr. Hughes, you say you're stuck between your mother and your ex-girlfriend who are in a heated dispute in court today. Ms. McBirth, you petitioned the court for a DNA test to prove your son, Kakitho Hughes, is not the father of Ms. Jackson's 2-year-old son, Elijah Jackson.
We've got a grandma, Ms. McBirth, not just doubting paternity, but suing the mom, Ms. Jackson, for defamation. A DNA test and a lawsuit for calling her family deadbeats? Absolutely insane. Mr. Hughes, the alleged dad, is just stuck in the middle of this absolute circus. I almost feel sorry for the guy.
Father, this woman is trouble. She is trouble with a capital T. She, as a matter of fact, I call her the 3 T's. Trash, trouble, and trifling.
Hold up, did Ms. McBirth just call Ms. Jackson trash, trouble, and trifling? That's rather harsh. She's not holding back one bit, is she? Starting strong with the insults. I wonder what Ms. Jackson did to deserve the 3 T's treatment. It's like a powder keg in here, and Grandma just lit the fuse.
Child looks nothing like your son.
That baby white as snow. There's no way that could be my grandchild or my son's baby. He has no features like none of us. Nobody in my family looked like that.
Wait, what? Did she just that baby white as snow? Ms. McBirth, are we looking at the same adorable child? That's your scientific basis for denying him? The complexion card? She's showing a picture, and her main argument is skin tone. Genetics are a bit more complex than that, ma'am. I am absolutely shocked by this level of reasoning. Make it make sense.
So, Ms. Jackson, obviously you have a different opinion. So why do you think she's in so much doubt?
Ms. Jackson has no idea why Grandma McBirth doubts, but Grandma doubles down and said the baby has got no black in him. Seriously? This is beyond belief. Is she for real with this? The insults are flying, and we're just getting started. And this baby is definitely not getting judged by the content of his character.
This DNA right here has been in our life. She's never was a girlfriend. You are a vampire. You are just a fly-by-night. We didn't know anything about you. He's been in a relationship for 10 years.
Mr. Hughes has.
10 years.
In 10 years.
Oh, it gets better. The sister, Ms. Terrell, chimes in calling Ms. Jackson a vampire and a fly-by-night. A vampire, people. I mean, one only has to look at Ms. Jackson to see the fangs and Dracula cape. But seriously, this family is really hitting the gas with the name-calling. She says Ms. Jackson was just a snack cake on the side. The disrespect is wild. What is happening?
She's been trying to put the baby on us.
Force it. Yeah, you have. Don't sit up and act like you haven't.
But the thing about her,
she trying to push that baby on. That ain't mine. I didn't sleep with her. That child is not ours.
When you say she's trying to push the baby on you, what do you mean?
So now the accusation is that Ms. Jackson is trying to push the baby on them. Ms. McBirth completely rejects the child and says it isn't hers. The family is united in their denial, claiming she's forcing this child into their lives. But, I mean, if he was intimate with her, isn't there a chance? The conviction in their voices is something else.
I'm sick of all these little hookers trying to say my son is the daddy. I'm sick of it. I get babies dropped off here, dropped off there. I'm sick of it.
But
stop.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. She just called Ms. Jackson a hooker? Did Grandma McBirth just say that out loud in court? This woman has zero filter, and Judge Lake is not having it. That was an absolutely staggering outburst. This is pure, unadulterated messiness. This is why we watch, folks. The drama never ends.
So do you understand what your mother is saying, Mr. Hughes?
Yes, ma'am.
Because her level of frustration and anger and resentment that has allowed her and your sister to come into this courtroom and really speak terribly about an innocent child.
Finally, Judge Lake circles around to the real issue. Mr. Hughes is having a wildly unsustainable number of children. His mom is tired. His sister is exhausted. They almost always have babies at their door calling for daddy. They're sick of it. They've had enough. And rather than directing the anger at her son, Ms. McBirth is sadly transferring the aggression to Elijah. No more babies, Mr. Hughes.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics. They read as follows. In the case of McBirth.
All right, folks, drum rolls now. Judge Lake has the envelope. Look at their faces. Ms. Jackson looks calm and collected. Mr. Hughes, the alleged dad, is trying to keep it cool, but you can see the flicker in his eye. And Grandma McBirth and Ms. Terrell, they look like they're about to spontaneously burst into flames. The suspense is absolutely killing me. Who is the father?
Mr. Hughes, you are Elijah's father.